Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel on human design. I'm in a bit of a mythical mood today, and I'm going to take you into one of the myths that you'll be very familiar with and ask you where you think it is in the human design chart. Huh? What do you mean, Richard? There are myths in the human design chart? Yep, there are. We're going to look at the story of Noah's Ark and see where that is in the chart. But before we do, for those that don't know me, my name is Richard Beaumont. I've been in human design for 25 years, and 20 of those have been training professional analysts. So the story of Noah's Ark is about Noah, who is a righteous man, who is a God-fearing man, has God speak to him and ask him to build an ark to save life, to contain life in the event of a great flood that is going to come, and it's going to destroy everything. So without the ark, everything's going to be destroyed. And this is a story that is in cultures all across the world. I mean, it is a widely held myth or story that ties humanity together. And what happens? So Noah goes out and he gets different creatures, different species, and they go in two by two so they can propagate afterwards. The female and the male going in two by two, and all the animals and all the life forms are there within the ark. And the flood comes and they survive and they find land, and the whole of life is renewed and starts again. So where could we find this in the human design chart? Long pause. Well, according to human design, and according to my research into some of the archives, this is a myth that relates to one of the gates of love, and specifically to the 15th gate. The 15th gate is a gate of modesty. It is the gate of extremes. It is there to find the balance in the extremes. And what extremes do we have? We have giraffes with their tall necks. We have huge elephants. We have the monkeys. Of course, we have the monkeys. We have every kind of being. We have all the different extremes. We have all the different life forms that exist within Noah's Ark. So you can think about the 15th gate as the diversity of all forms, hence the extremes. So the 15th gate is the power of love to attract others. It is through the auric body that it does that. It is one of the reasons why the 15th gate people have larger auras, more magnetic auras than anybody else, and they just do. It's an amazing gate. Now, the 15th gate is part of the channel of being in the flow of life. And it's universal in the sense that it's part of all life forms in terms of the forms that are alive. The 15, 5, and the 3 are part of the single cell. So really what we're talking about is all of life. And how can you get to the balance of extremes of all life? By getting the right perspective, by getting the totality, and then seeing what the life is, by realizing that life itself is what the 15 is about. When all life comes together with a single purpose, then you will see the rhythm. If you look at some of these incredible photographs of time lapse with people crossing streets in New York or whatever, and we're like insects moving all over the place, nothing, and then the lights go red for the cars, and then everyone starts moving, and then they stop again. If you draw right back, if you draw right back to a point where you can see where we are and you can see all life, you begin to see that The 15 is really showing us the oneness of all life. And what else does the 15th gate have? It is strongly magnetic. And it is a magnet that attracts only. It keeps attracting. And what is this gate called? It is called the love of humanity. It is the love of all life, in a way, that attracts it to itself, to find the balance in all life. So if you want to see the 15 in a more mystical way, think of it as the outer aura of the global aura of life. It is the outer area, the extreme in the outer area, the outer aura, the magnetic aura of all life. If you can see that, if you can imagine that from a distance, and then you see the Noah's Ark story is really about the survival of all life, and the survival of all life through the form of life. One of the truths in human design is that our great attraction to our own lives, to our own personal lives, to our personality crystal, getting involved with our life. And in the end of the day, the totality isn't really interested in our personality crystals. It's interested in the design crystals. It's interested in the forms. Every single form that has ever existed still survives in the mantle beneath the earth where all the design forms reside. No life form has ever been lost. So I take great joy in knowing that the unicorns and the griffins and various other things are still alive in form. This is the most important thing for the totality, to come to the perfected form. And it is through the 15th gate and this attraction of life, the aura of all life, that we can see that. Well, I hope you found that interesting. I know it's a bit philosophical and weird, but that's the mood I'm in. If you like this video, please do like it and subscribe and share it. And I will be back very soon with something completely different. Bye for now.